I never imagined my life could be upended so dramatically. I'm still processing everything, and I'm hoping sharing my story might help me make sense of it all. My name is Laura, and I've been married to Tom for 8 years. We met in college, and our relationship quickly became the stuff of romantic comedies. We were inseparable, and after we graduated, we decided to build our life together. It wasn't perfect, but it was ours. One of the constants in our life was my best friend, Julia. She and I had been friends since high school. We were the kind of friends who knew each other's secrets and supported each other through thick and thin. Julia even stood by my side as my maid of honor at our wedding. A few months ago, Julia moved back to town after spending a few years abroad. Her return was a joyous occasion, and she quickly slipped back into her role as an important part of our lives. It was great to have her back, and I felt a renewed sense of excitement about the future. Everything seemed normal until a month ago, when Tom started acting strangely. He was more distant, spending longer hours at work and often being vague about his whereabouts. I brushed it off as stress from a big project he was working on. It wasn't until I noticed that he was spending a lot of time with Julia that I started to feel uneasy. The breaking point came one evening when I came home early from work. I found Tom and Julia in our living room, sitting close together, laughing and whispering in a way that felt too intimate. I dismissed my initial unease, thinking I was just being paranoid. A week later, Tom came to me with a confession that shattered my world. He told me that he had developed feelings for Julia and that they had been seeing each other romantically. I was stunned. The betrayal was not just from my husband but also from the friend I considered a sister. Tom and Julia's affair had been going on for a few months. He told me that he was planning to leave me and start a new life with her. My heart felt like it had been ripped out of my chest. I was lost and confused, unable to understand how someone I trusted so deeply could do this to me. The pain was unbearable. I needed to confront Julia. When I did, she was tearful and full of excuses, saying she never intended for this to happen but couldn't deny her feelings. Her apology felt hollow compared to the betrayal I felt. In the weeks that followed, Tom moved out, and I had to adjust to a new reality. The emotional roller coaster of processing the end of my marriage while dealing with the betrayal of my best friend was exhausting. I sought therapy and support from family and friends, trying to find a way to heal. Now, months later, I'm slowly rebuilding my life. It's been a journey of self-discovery and learning to trust myself again. Tom and Julia are now together, but the relationship hasn't been as smooth as they might have hoped. I've heard from mutual friends that their new romance is fraught with its own challenges. I'm sharing this because I want to hear from others who have faced similar betrayals. How did you cope? How did you find closure and move forward? I'm learning to embrace my independence and trust that there's a future ahead that's worth looking forward to. The following tell. Hey, I was in kinda similar situation. My friend got cheated on by his GF. He was suicidal, needed a lot of help, so I took a lot of effort to make sure he was okay. I asked my then fiancée to talk with him, as she was a psychologist. Guess that was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I noticed her being very dodgy about her conversations, had funny face whenever I went into the room, and she always put her phone down. I didn't react, as she told me he is not attractive in her opinion, so I thought, whatever. We had our problems in relationship, and I guess instead of working on them, she started developing feelings for him. One day, when I was about to leave for a meeting with my brother, she told me she can't stand living like that with me, and she wants to break up. Never told me directly it was because of him. I didn't say much, as it was shock for me, but I can't hold a person if this person doesn't want me. In coming days, I noticed my friend being weird in our conversations. About a month later, I had a business to my ex. Asked her if she wants to meet up. She told me, no, she is already seeing someone. Then it all came to me. Told her straight up, okay, send my greetings to from me. I wasn't mistaken. 2 weeks later they were blasting everywhere on socials how official they are and how deeply in love are they. It did hurt. It still kinda does. 5 years later. I did therapy, nothing much came from it besides me not ending my life. Something that kinda helped me was working in my career and regular gym. I also bought my own flat, so I had little time to think about being hurt, had to study, finish the flat, etc. So that's kinda my advice, try to organize your time. Find things that you can spend your energy on. Sure, when you feel like, cry. When you wanted to get to do something but feel particularly shitty that day, cancel your plans and grieve. That's totally okay. Try reaching out to family if you have good contact. My brother and cousin were helping me as much as they could, and I am really glad I have them. The bad part is, I still can't really catch any feelings to other people. Had my hookup phase, went on 3 days a week, now I am kinda chill with it, not really putting much effort into dating. And that's fine, since few months it kinda feels okay to be just by yourself. Not really suicidal anymore. Sure, some bad days happen, but they pass and occur less often. Maybe the right person will meet me, or maybe not, I don't really care. Just look forward to the next day, week, month. All of that will pass and I am sure that in some time I will get back to my normal self, but it just takes time.